Well, hello everybody, and welcome. My name is Ryan, and this is A to Z. We're playing Macedon. Well into the M's now. Look at that craziness. We're still going. This is the first series that I'm filming after reaching 20,000 subscribers. So just a very quick thank you so much. It's amazing. I'm speechless, and it's that's sort of all I've got to say on that for now. But there will be a celebration to come where I'll say a little bit more. But I just wanted to say thank you immediately. Macedon. Again, the Coffee and Patreon supporters of the channel have been helping me to make a challenge, or some sort of series for Macedon. Plug. Come support me on those if you want to help with the A to Z. And I think we've come up with a little bit of a doozy. Now, previous games, you might remember that I actually did a perma war against pretty much every European Civ Macedon challenge that involved me just basically building about 50 nuclear submarines in a small Black Sea. It was ridiculous. Go and check that series out if you want to have a look at some craziness. Today though, we're going to be focusing a bit on the earlier game. One of the problems I found with Macedon is that their unique units are good, but against Deity AI, they're often, well, made obsolete very quickly, especially by the fact that Macedon has no way of really getting started to build the units in the first place. They're a little bit disjointed, and actually these abilities to World's End, Hellenistic Fusion, they come good late game as opposed to sort of the earlier game when these things are supposed to hit. So today I'm going to be playing a domination game, but we're going to be doing it very much stuck in the earlier game. I am playing on Historic Mode. Now, Historic Mode is a mod that comes from this one, Historic Speed Extended Eras. Basically, what it does is it makes marathon speed games, but it disables the marathon speed on the city stuff. So cities will grow, you can still produce units, you can move about, all of that is at standard speed, but things like techs, civics, eurekas are all set to make a really long game. Basically, it'll feel like a marathon paced game, but you can still build units as usual. So what we're going to be doing is trying to go for a domination victory, but very much stuck in the classical era, which is going to last for 75 to 115 turns, medieval era, and maybe we'll get to Renaissance era, but it's going to be an early game domination. No planes, no tanks. This is Macedon using actual troops, and to make it even better, I did, as you can see, start in the classical era. So we've actually started the game one era beyond normal, and that's basically because I couldn't be bothered to wait like 70 turns to discover what horses are. Like, I can actually put basic improvements down. We still need to unlock all of my actual unique units, but it's a little bit of an advanced start. As usual, if you want to play this game yourself, come to Discord. I keep the save file as well as all the mods you need to play it, but I think we might as well just get started on what is an interesting start. This is a balanced start, so we know that there should be luxury somewhere, and you can see there are horses. The nice thing about starting in the classical era is that we can actually see iron and horses, although looking at it, doesn't appear to actually be any iron that I can see. You'll also see that the eurekas in this game are actually limited to 20% rather than 40%. It actually hurts me because I get 3 eurekas and inspirations from conquering encampments, campuses, holy sites, and theatre squares, so that is all pretty terrible. To World's End is still exactly the same, no war weariness, and all of my army heals when I capture a city with a wonder. It's brilliant. I'm looking forward to using my unique units and also putting my unique encampment down. Yeah, starting location, it's okay. I do have a faith resource. I want to settle near that, but this is not a very useful tile. It is a grassland hill, so it's going to be no better settling here than anybody else. But I don't think I want to go towards the mountains, and I don't think I want to go up the river. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the scout down to go and see. There's the coast. Okay, interesting, but not particularly helpful. I'm going to move my builder to there just to see, and you can see again more mountains. Yeah, I feel like moving my troops this way, I mean, okay. Well, what are we going to put here, hey? That's okay, fair enough. So I think iron, we've got to go and find iron. We might as well just settle in place. I feel like that's fine. And because it's classical era, we get to start with 4 population as well. Beautiful. And you can see the scale we have, 98 turns to discover horseback riding. We are gonna have to really put infrastructure down if we're gonna make use of this. Now, what do I want to go for? And this is the thing, I start with my unique building to go in an encampment. That is instead of barracks, so I don't need to unlock stables particularly. they're not really very useful. If I have iron, I do like my unique swordsmen. They're really, really good. They get extra strength when besieging districts. They get extra support bonuses. My cavalry help me to get great generals, and I would like a couple of great generals. I'm going to actually work on horseback riding to start with because I know I do have horses. That at least is a good thing. But otherwise, what am I going to work on? Well, first of all, I'm going to use the 2 governors I start with to get Pingala in as step 1, and then I'm going to go for connoisseur, because I think I want to go for my government first. Then I'm going to work on getting a builder, and then we'll get districts after that point, I think. Political philosophy works well for me. 172 turns. Is that it? And God King is a pretty good one, and we'll do... Ooh, what should we do? Let's go discipline. Actually, no, conscription. Barbs are, going to be a problem, but I'd rather have just a touch more gold, because I'd like to be able to actually build things. As you can see, it's just about normal unit cost for everything. I think it's like 10% more, but apart from that, it's pretty standard. So we're looking for people around us, and most importantly, I'm looking for iron. Iron is going to be very important for me. I want to see if I can find at least some of the stuff so we can get some of my unique unit. What's in the tribal hut? Oh, I meant to say as well, the only mode we've got turned on today is Barb Clans. I just really like it. I think it's probably something I would have put in the actual game. A Eureka! A small amount of construction. That's really not that handy, but what you gonna do? River above me is flooding. I think one tile just got an extra food. Maybe? I think it's this one. So that will come good for my capital at some point, but probably not for now. This is a continents and islands map, by the way. Oh, Barb, you know exactly what you're doing by moving there, you cheeky sausage. It gives me the opportunity to actually go scout on scout and attack it slightly, so a little bit of experience. Why not? The island kind of stops in most directions, which is kind of fun. I'll get this. 20 faith. Oh, wonderful. There we go. Pantheon has been sorted. I should get that next turn. And that gives me +3 amenities. Lovely. Also, Pingala's now settled and political philosophy is going through. I should point out one of the things that I did do on this game was I am playing with the Deity++ mod, but we're still playing on Deity mode. I haven't taken it to Deity++. But what I have done is converted the AI to not have 3 cities at the beginning, but to get bigger bonuses. So basically it's sort of like a staggered difficulty where they don't walk around with 7 million settlers at the beginning of the game, but they do have absolutely crazy technology boosts to play with later. So, it's sort of, you win and you lose on that one. So the first settler is now done. That's looking pretty decent. I think I'm just going to go straight for the campus, and I'm not going to bother to get rid of the stone. Am I going to bother to get rid of the stone? I might as well chop the stone. I feel like that's wasted production if I don't do it. So let's take the settler and get the campus in a second. We'll have a check and see what great people the AI is going for. I'm going to go a couple of scientists, and then we're going to go great generals. I want to get my encampment down. This will be a war game. I am playing Macedon after all. Haha, I've trapped the scout. I should be able to get that kill. And there we go. Look, we do actually have the option to get religious settlements. Oh, that's tempting. 3 settler right from the beginning of the game. I am very tempted to do that, especially because there's a lovely spot over here. Put a city there, canal to there. That's pretty delicious. Although, that could be better, right? Aqueduct to actually get some fresh water, canal later to be able to... Yeah, I like that. That's cool as well. And I can always just stretch back and put a nice campus down somewhere along here using the... Yeah, that's sort of where I'm going to go and settle. I so rarely get given religious settlements. I'm just going to go for it. 3 settler. Why not? Why not? We're working on this 3rd settler already. Military tactics boosted. Kill the spearmen. Lovely. And I can't get further than that. So we know there's nobody that's going to attack us from the north apart from barbs. Barbs don't count. Getting hounded by barbarians is sort of part and parcel of this game, really, isn't it? It's like a rite of passage. In fact, that looks like there's another barb encampment over there because there's a quadrireme. Run away before it kills us, please. Actually, you know what? Scrap this a little bit. I'm going to change this around just a touch. I think I want to put the canal down there and then put an aqueduct there, maybe? Is that going to be a sensible placement? Or maybe put it underneath. I don't know, but look, I feel like I just want to pull away from this area just in case I want to settle a city down in this area. I want to give myself the flexibility, and if I'm just a bit further down, it limits my placement of cities. So yeah, I'm pushing up a little bit. This gives me fresh water as well. I like fresh water. I don't like not settling on it if I can help it. How much for the settler? Oh yeah, that'll chop quite a lot of that away. Bang. Beautiful stuff. And a little bit of food as well for the city. Don't mind if I do. 2 pyramids have already been built, by the way. 2. I mean, honestly, what's going on in this game? It's crazy. I think I'm going to go and settle towards these barbarians to the north. And I kind of want to settle away from the grassland if I can. But chances are I'm not going to be able to do that very effectively. Do I just do the old 1-2 and put the whole double aqueduct to be able to link up 2 industrial zones between these cities? That could be a clever play, but I could also get a dam in this area. Or we can do both. Let's actually put the dam on that tile, like so, or I could put the dam there. Oh, and make it better for my capital. Hang on, dam there, yes, and then I can aqueduct, industrial zone, sorry, like so. Yep, okay, that's cool. Be a little bit careful, there may be barbarians over in this direction, and I am moving my settler without escort, but I'm just a mad lad, what can I say? We're just going for it. Let's build the campus. Nice +5 campus. Yum. And city number 2. Perfect. I don't think the new cities you build start with anything in Classical Age. No, they don't. There's no buildings here. So actually, all of the cities will settle pretty much as per usual. So we do need to try and get a builder in here if we can. 235 gold. Might not be the worst thing to use my gold on, really. And city number 3. Hooray. A little bit of gold. That's nice, actually. I like a city with gold being produced every turn. That's quite nice. I'm going to send my scout over to see what's on the rest of my continent as my spearman goes to deal with these barbs. Nasty barbs. Ugh. And actually at this point, all of my cities are producing builders, so I'm going to switch over to Ilkham. I think it's worth it. Conscription's still doing good, but I'm going to actually put Discipline on for a bit. I'm going to lose a little bit of gold, but I quite like to actually deal some damage to the barbarians, because I feel like, yeah, look, there we go. The scouts are... This is about time. I get told off for not clearing barbarians a lot of the time. The one I get told off a lot for, right, is when a scout will appear like this and I'll have a spearman, and people will go, why didn't you kill the scout? The scout runs away. And it's like... The scout has 3 movement. It can run away. Like if it moved across this river and then started running away, I would not be able to chase it down. I'm absolutely doing my best. How are we doing on score? I feel like, oh, even with 3 cities, we are not winning score. That is terrifying. Somebody's already getting scientist points as well. Oh, look, Imhotep is the first engineer. I really want Mausoleum. That's going to be good. There's a galley here. That's not nice. And thank goodness I didn't settle on the coast. No space over in this direction either. That's good. We want there to only be a couple of directions the AI could be appearing and fighting me from. That's nice. We like that. There is an archer. Oh, my spearman will be able to kill the archer maybe, but I'd rather kill that scout if I could. The other thing about historic mode that I should tell you as well is that units do not get much experience, although the experience is fine, but they still level up incredibly slowly. Like it says 15 experience for that unit, but this one, it's 45 until level... I think they level up as usual standard speed. I might be wrong on that one, but I feel like they do level up usual pace. So I'll let you know if I'm wrong on that. There's a campus. Beautiful. Nice +5. When life gives you a +5 campus, you have to jump, you know? You just say how high. Somebody's getting 3 general points. Oh, that's not good. I really wanted to get all the early game great generals. I'm going to have to immediately beeline to encampment, aren't I? I think... Oh dear, don't push me like this, game. I don't want to be rushed. I want to do things in my own time. I'm going to just pop it there because I think, yeah, that makes the industrial zone a little bit better. So we'll do that, but not happy about that, game. Not happy about that at all. Oh, and a barbarian horseman has appeared just as my spearman was about to clear the camp. I'll just get promoted quickly. Oh, there we go. If it does attack me now, that's fine. Nope, it's not going to attack me. That's good. I can clear the encampment, get the XP, get the era score. Lovely. I just wanted that encampment dead, you know? I don't want to have to deal with that one later. Iron. Iron, 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 iron. There is iron over there. Okay, well, I'm eyeing up the iron, and we found a good thing. And we're next to Boulevard, who has 24 science already. And they don't have any of the campuses. It's a bit worrying, isn't it? They're down there, so they're quite far away. Oh, they got the Etmantanki. Oh, joy. So they're going to be very strong. We're going to have to just think carefully about attacking them. They do want to make friends with us, though. I feel like early war against Boulevard is never a good thing. So I'm going to actually go for just early friendship, and we can always betray him later. I mean, 30 turns is nothing on a historic game, you know? I've got infrastructure to build. I've got things to do. Okay, we're starting to pop out builders everywhere now. I'm going to start improving all of these tiles, get all the luxuries in. I've got plenty of bits. It's all good. It looks like Boulevard's got a lot of horses, which I'm sort of not surprised about, but encampments, yeah. I need to get these generals. I want to get all of the generals. So I'm actually going to early game encampment pretty hard. If I were to build an industrial zone there, I would also want to probably put a barracks there. So that's what I'll do. Yeah, early game gold. I don't want to be spending it on tile improvements like this, but that's exactly what I'm finding myself doing. There you go. My encampment is finished. I'm going to immediately put in my unique things. Oh, wonders are so cheap. Oh, this is going to be a game of distraction, isn't it? Oh, no, don't build wonders. You're playing Macedon. Every time you capture a wonder, your units heal. Build an army, Ursa. Focus. Okay, we're going to get our unique building. Then I'll get the library and just for a bit of science. And then I'm going to focus on building an army worthy of Mordor. It's just the typical thing you do on an average playthrough. That is some coca that has been put in, and there we go. We can actually start trading this with Boulevard for a bit of early game gold. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, I'm wasting horses though. I've got too many. I can sell my open borders to Boulevard, which is nice, and I'm just going to quickly get that to harvest that because I don't need the monument. I was going to build the encampment. Let's just get these encampments down. I want these generals really badly. Best bit about classical era starts is that you're in city actually starts with a little bit more housing, +1. Okay, that's not as drastic as I thought it might be. I have 11 housing, actually. Oh no, hang on. Where is it? Starting era 2 extra housing. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I've actually put a lot of improvements down here. That's fair enough. Well, we'll take that. Let's just go build a mine over there. Population, housing, historic era games. We're going to have a lot of time to grow our cities out, and they're going to get pretty big, so we're going to want to focus on housing where we can. Chinguetti, oh, that is a good city-state to find. Lots of iron down in this direction as well. Perfect. I'm just going to wait for political philosophy because my envoy will be counting as 2 once I've got that, so that's lovely. And there's my unique building as well. Give me a little bit more production, but most importantly now, every time that I build a unit, I get 25% of its cost back in science. A very good deal. Means that I basically need to unit spam where I can. Ideally, you want Macedon's capital to actually be in range of the sea so that you can get a harbour and you can unit spam with the Venetian arsenal. You get so much science for doing that. It's a weird strategy that works really well with Macedon, but for now we'll just have to accept that we probably can't do that. Area of the map with desert and mountains. Oh, a shame there's nothing we can do down here. No wonder that might be beneficial to be putting in that area. Strange. Game needs to do that. Needs to add something that would be helpful in that area. Horseback riding. Unique horsemen. They're coming soon. Don't you worry. Political philosophy. Weirdly, I'm not going to go oligarchy. I'm going to go classical republic. Cities with a district receive a housing and amenity. It's really good on historic mode. Plus, great person points will come in really handy. Builders, not doing that so much anymore. We'll go urban planning, and then I'm going to want... Oh, what do we do? Actually, maybe builders is something I want. Yeah, I probably do want that. And then we'll go for great general points per turn. I need to focus on getting that. And first envoy counts as 2. As discussed previously, now I can put Chinguetti down. They want me to construct a campus. They ignored the fact that I already have a campus. I find that annoying. Give me the 3 envoy. I've already achieved everything in life you wanted. Don't make me do it again. There you go, 4.6 general points per turn, and I've just built this encampment, and I can build my unique building here as well, which I'm going to do. The extra production's nice, but it's the extra general point. That's what I really want. What's in this tribal hut? 75 gold. Nice. Actually thinking about it. Do I want to take off the general point card and put on maneuver to get the horses down? Oh boy, this is going to be a tough decision. Might have to... Oh, Grand Columbia's going to settle right near me, are you? Oh, lovely. I think I'm going to have to just start building units. I think, yeah, that's the most important thing for me. So in the meantime, as I've got all the spare gold for now, we're going to actually just spam build some monuments. I think I can probably find something I can sell for a couple of gold. Yeah, 12 gold, look at that. I can get monuments down in every city. It'll just help my culture. And then science-wise, yeah, we're going to start to be building unit. I actually, as soon as these buildings are finished, I'm going to switch over and I think we'll take the general point card off and I'll start to produce horses a bit quicker. Well, Grand Columbia was moving a catapult towards Chinguetti. I quite like that city-state. Don't really approve of it being killed. so we might have to just say a big fat no to that one. I could get a religion. That's the crazy thing in this game. It's actually one of those games where no one's really going for a religion, and I could just put the policy card in to take one. Get a bit of a crusade religion. I don't really want to waste my space on holy sites as much. Oh, look at that. Another +5 campus. Yum. Yep, they settled right near me. They are going to lose the city to loyalty at the moment. Whether that will stick, I don't know, but we'll see. Once these cities are finished, those buildings, yeah, then I'll switch over to the horsey. But at the moment, I am winning the general race. I'd like at least one. If I can get 2, that would be ace. Absolutely ace. Hatarioi! Yay! Oh, it's so good. I think they start as heavy cavalry, don't they? They do. So they will upgrade to knights. What do I want to go for? Marauding? Yeah, I'd like to attack. Instead of defending this as ranged and damage units, I'm going to actually go for fortified and district troops. That's pretty good for me. And we just got a little boost for doing that unit. That's nice. We like that. Might have to just sort of dip between... Oh, right. Temple of Artemis, okay, is going to be really, really good in this city. It's going to be really good in this city. Do I just go infrastructure at the beginning of the game and build army after? I always get sucked into early wars and they never go well for me. So maybe this is telling me that I should do that. 1 amenity for camps, pastures, plantations in the city. Plantation, camp, plantation, pasture, plantation. Oh, it's gonna be a good one. It really will. I'd have to put it there though in order to get this one. Oh yes, sod it. It's gonna get built now. At least I'll use the production on something else, but I could just watch as it gets built. You can just tell. You can just tell immediately what's going to happen here. Yeah, Grand Columbia just kicking horses out now. And I know my units are tougher than theirs, but they're not that much tougher. I'm going to have to get great generals. We're going to have to get visibility, all kinds of stuff to try and make it work. They just called me lazy. Don't do that. It's a mean thing to say. Oh, terrible. I'm going to put the Wonders card in. Just speed this up even more. Even more. Muscat gives me 1 amenity for units or the cities with a commercial hub. That's pretty nice. We like that. We like that a lot. Yep. Oh, Grand Columbia are really settling towards me now, and they are already getting walls up. This is the thing. With the tech that they've got, 38 strength, even with my great generals, that would be 43 strength. Oligarchy would give them 47. Attacking cities, 52. They'd be strong, but they're not. They're not so strong I'd be able to just waltz through. This is really tough. I found Hattusa as well. Everyone wants a campus. Everyone wants a campus. I might have to build a campus, actually. Yeah, I was building a horsey, but no. Campus time it is. Let's just do it. Why not? The more I think about it, Boulevard is just proving to be a terrible neighbour on this. Scientifically advanced, very likely to build walls, super keen on raising a very powerful horseman-based army. They're going to be very tough to defeat, and they're getting annoyed at me already. Forces threaten my borders. It's like, do they? Do they really? I'm pretty sure they don't, but you know, what you going to do? There is iron working. Okay, so I've got my unique warrior unit, swordsman unit. It's pretty good, but I have no iron at the moment, so that's a little bit of a problem. Next up, construction. I really want lumber mills. I'd love to get that extra production into my nation. I've got loads of woods just lurking around in various places. A massive boost for me. Oh, I could buy a legion from that barb encampment. Nice. Get a Roman unit in. Why not? This is what you have to ask yourself sometimes. Why not? So Chingetti's going to get a campus. Hattusa's going to get a campus. I'm building those nicely now. So I'm just going to put an envoy into Hattusa. That will give me an extra few science for all the campuses and libraries I have and all that stuff. That's really nice. Plus, it actually gives me strategics. That will give me the iron I need to get my unique units built, which is pretty handy. Thing is, I can beat Grand Columbia. I can. I just have to absolutely swamp them with units. Like, no resistance, no retreat, absolute throwing them forward. Temple of Artemis, by the way, that massively helps my capital. We can get food, housing, and I believe 4 amenities into my capital. So this is now an ecstatic city that can pump out things at rapid speed. So this is lovely. And pump out things at rapid speed, I absolutely am going to do. Let's start to kick out some horsemen. I think this is a good thing. I'm actually getting a builder in this city. I'm tempted to switch over to horsemen in a second, but yeah, next time we're going to be able to switch our cards over. I'm going to let this general pass. This one just gives a promotion. I would love it if we can get the general that reduces Oh no, we don't need the general reduces war weariness. I'm an idiot. I'm playing Macedon. Oh, us. What's going on here? What's going on here? Oh, that barb encampment is tough. Yeah, let's back away from that one. Oh, and I'm going to get stuck behind a city here, I think. Yeah, as discussed before, maneuver is coming off, and I'm going to start building horses really quickly. Urban planning. Corvée I don't need anymore. Corvée is useless to me now. Rubbish. Terrible. Get builders in? Is that going to be the thing? Or settlers? I kind of need more cities, but I think I might just take them. So let's go for builders right now. Get the infrastructure sorted. Get the army sorted. Yeah, look, there we've already taken a turn off that. That's lovely. Yeah, and just as I thought, my spearman is stuck behind this city. I think that's the biggest troll move that Grand Columbia could have pulled there. You cheeky bastards. They knew exactly what they were doing there. Oh, terrible. 2 separate city-states bow to my pressure. Lovely. That's the extra campus that's just been finished there. Beautiful. And the first great general as well. Sun Tzu was the next one up. I'm going to take the 3rd general at the moment. So that's a nice thing indeed. And as you can see, beautifully now my Hattori, super powerful. It can attack really, really well. Look at that, base combat bonus from a great general. It's another +5 I get if it has a combat nearer than that. And the thing is, I'm thinking maybe I take over the city-state. It's a 9-pop city-state. It would be a really, really good way of doing this. Chingetti's not very helpful for me. I'm not really going to be taking a religion this game. I don't really need faith. Kamasi though, oh, this is suggesting itself to be a wonderful city-state trading game. With Chingetti and Kamasi, you can get some brilliant city-state trade routes because you're getting the golden culture and the faith from these. So that's don't want to go religion. Didn't want to go religion. Nobody's gone religion. Literally no one has gone religion. I could go religion. If I got a golden age, which is very unlikely, I could go religion. Lovely spare governor though. Gonna put researcher in before we go grants. I think that's the best thing to do. My capital's looking meaty on population and it's ecstatic. There we go, 38 science per turn. We are keeping up with Grand Columbia right now. They're only 1 tech ahead of us. I think we can keep up with them. I mean, we're producing a massive horse army here. The thing is, on these marathon games, you have to take things step by step. And if I can just take these 2 cities, that would be huge, huge gains for me. Friendship runs out in 16 turns. That's plenty of time to get all of these units sorted. With military training, I'm going to switch over and produce my melee units. So that's going to happen in 7 turns. So I'm going to time whatever I'm doing so that I effectively switch over at that sort of time frame. I think that works best for me. Don't want too many heavy cavalry. I want a bit of a ranged army, a bit of a sort of changeable army. The city-state is really one. I mean, we've got to go to war with Grand Columbia. It sounds horribly cruel, but I've got to do it because they are just on this continent and they are everywhere. This is just gearing up for a huge bloody war where my troops are just producing themselves in huge numbers and I get science every time they do it. Like it's too good of opportunity. The only problem is that each one of these cavalry units take a whopping, absolutely whopping 3 gold per turn. They are brutal on the old maintenance. So yeah, I can only field so many of them, but it's a bit painful. Where's this other city going, Grand Columbia? Come on, what are you doing? Where is it going? Go on, this will be enough science surely to give me construction next turn. There we go. Beautiful. We've got mercenaries as well. It's looking good. It's looking good. Let's start giving myself the lumber mills that we know are going to help my production massively. And Pella. Oh, we've got 3 turns until we switch here. Oh, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I probably want to get my unique unit, don't I? But I could also use a builder or 2. We're working some unimproved tiles right now, and that I always find painful. I like working every single one of my tiles to be improved, if I can help it. Massively helps your economy. So what's going to be good and helpful? I need to get at least 1 battering ram in, actually. That is a absolute necessity, because the chances of them leaving walls down for this entire conflict is like practically 0. Grand Columbia's cheeky. They know what they're doing. They'll raise those walls immediately as soon as they see me on the horizon, and I don't blame them for doing that. I could, you see, this is the thing, I could go man-at-arms. Now, my unique swordsman hit districts at 43 strength, so it's not much of a step up, and they're so low on iron, but it's the industrial zone, which is the good thing here. That's what I'm a little bit, or I could get armories. That would help my encampments, get me some niter, get me some trebuchets. 70 turns away though, but engineering. Let's go for catapults. I feel like catapults may be useful here. Now I'm saving my gold pool a little bit here. Before you go to war, it's always good having a little bit of gold just in case your economy takes a tanking, but I know that I'm going to be throwing a lot of units at Gran Colombia, and I want to be able to make sure that I'm relatively economically buoyant when we do go to war. It's going to be messy. If I can take raw gold deals from them, I am. I don't trust myself to, you know, be getting gold per turn deals with them, but right now I'm just draining them of their gold. My military strength is just about to climb above theirs. I like that. I like that a lot. We have a huge cavalry army that's just ready to swoop in. In fact, actually, I'm going to lead a small expeditionary force around to the other side. We can pin this city in. Chinguetti is going to distract them. That's their main job, being absolutely honest with you. I'm not really expecting them to survive. I may end up killing them, but if I can just take these two cities in a war and then take this city-state, maybe even this city, I'll be happy with that. That would be a pretty decent result for me, I think. And we've got 7 turns left on the show of friendship. And get one more troop in. Going to switch my policies over. I'm actually going to switch government here. I've got 6 amenities, 1 amenity, 1 amenity. Housing is kind of hit the housing cap on any city that isn't my capital there. But I'm going to change to not autocracy, oligarchy, because I need to be able to get rid of maneuver. I need conscription in so I can actually get some buoyancy in my economy, and I need to get a Gogi in so that I can build some troops. We'll go urban planning so I can build them faster, and I'm going to just double it up by going for, where is it? Great general points. We just want to make sure we're getting as many of these generals as we can, namely so that Gran Colombia doesn't get one. They're going to be strong enough with their own unique general, you know? I don't need them getting anything else. And now we start to produce my unique swordsman. It's a powerful unit, and I can get all 3 cities now, cranking them out pretty quickly. The only thing I am going to do is impeller. I'm just going to quickly get a battering ram sorted, and a trader. I'm going to start trading with Chinguetti. It's going to just put a road down that'll sort of slice through this rainforest. It's going to be using quite a bit of my gold, but it's okay for now. I mean, it's really not a very good route. I could just be getting this route for now. That'll give me a production as well. I'll do that. But like, honestly, it's not a very good choice between the two. They have a lot of horsemen. They have a lot of horsemen. It's pretty scary. That's my unique swordsman that's just been made. It's really tough. It's very good at killing cities. Pikemen. Maybe pikemen is what I need. I mean, I could build spearmen, but they're just, even if I go 25 strength that have plus 10 against swordsmen, against horsemen. What am I talking about? My hypnists are still much better, so I think I'm going to stick with those. But yeah, this is a really tough one. Oligarchy's helping as well. These are getting plus 4 combat strength. Do I want to just build some siege? I've got the catapult on the way. Catapult's looking really good. Now we'll hold the tune for now. I just got told to move my troops away from their borders, just because their borders expanded, really. That's all that happened there. But the game is up now, so I can move my troops forward a little bit. We're just going to get them into attacking positions. So just have them all around the borders. And there's a barb camp that I can destroy. Look at that. Engineering boosted, mathematics boosted, bit of gold, bit of era score. Got lots of era score, actually. We could levy Chinguetti when we're at war. That would be quite good for era score. There's so many Gran Colombian troops, though. There really are. Actually, if nothing else happens in this little setup, the road did cross the river, which is lovely. So I actually can bring my swordsman through, which is very handy. Next turn, the friendship will expire. Next turn. That's good. So we'll just see if we can do a quick deal just to drain them of their remaining gold, which I can, pretty much. That's good. And now, yeah, this is going to be the most bloody, disgusting war you have ever seen. I'm losing about 12 gold per turn, so this is where my bank of gold works really, really well. And as you can see, they have huge support bonus on their units. This is going to be really, really tough. I need to just hold the line and make sure that we can fight this well, because this is going to be horrible. But we've already sieged the city, so step 1 is looking really, really, really good. I'll bring my great general in, and you can see that my Heteroi has plus 10 strength, so we can do some good damage against these cities, and then I can also do bam, like that. So I've already almost taken this city. That is a result. Chinguetti, how many envoys? Simon's only got 1 envoy, so I've got a 2 advantage. I will levy the troops. This gives me 2 era score, and I think that's going to be nice, plus the 1 era score for just like levying at full stop. So we've got a little bit more of an army. They're going to be distracted taking on the city-state. It means I can attack and then try and sweep down. What I need to do is just not stop making troops. The whole thing about Macedon is that you just outproduce them. Doesn't matter how many casualties you take, you don't get war weariness. It's going to be fine. And we just hope they're going to just decimate Chingeti's army. That's kind of what I got it for, you know? I don't really need it to do very well. I just wanted it to be in the way. In fact, as much, I'm actually going to end up pulling most of it back. Pillaging is going to be important, though. I think I'm going to want to pillage everything I can to get all the yields I can here. That's only a little bit of pillaging in this city, but that's looking pretty tasty. Shipbuilding is boosted, and did you see that Eureka was because I took over an encampment there? That's looking lovely, and immediately my troops will just cycle through, we'll just push through, it'll be fine. And yeah, I'm just going to make the attacks while I can. This is the thing about these sort of marathon games. We're going to have huge fights of pretty equivalent strength troops. And we're going to see if we can actually break through and win these fights. It's going to be really interesting. Yeah, really interesting. All my troops are just sort of shuffling around now. We want to make these attacks where we can. I need another great general though. Good thing Boudicca's on the way. Oh, Gran Colombia is no longer getting many encampment points. I wonder why. Is it because I just stole one from you? So I'm getting 10 points per turn now. Very nice. What do I want now? I mean, catapults are good. They're really, really good. But I think trebuchets are nicer. So we're going to start making those. I'm going to actually start making a couple catapults. I would like a few towards the front line, and as long as I'm building troops of some kind, it doesn't overly matter what they are. They just need to be troops. Hattusa is doing an amazing job for me as well on the other front line. Yeah, just really distracting, making sure that Gran Colombia can't get through. I could levy that horse for 150 gold. That would be another little chunk of era score if I don't get some doing something else. This skirmish over in Chingeti's lands is going really well for me, actually. Look at that, I keep getting great general points every time I get a kill, so that's handy. But it's going really, really well. I believe as well, we've got a situation here where they've left themselves open to a lovely attack. I'm just going to get that kill quickly and bring you in. So now I can go 1 attack, 2 attacks, 3 attacks, 4 attacks, take the city before they can reinforce it. Battalion in 4 turns. Oh, that is too close. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, we're going to have to get a governor in here, I think. The immunities might sort the city down a little bit, but that's going to be a difficult hold. Okay, that's fine. So far, I must say, I am reassured and happy about how this war has gone. It's gone much better than I think I was fearing. As soon as we go to the medieval era, Gran Colombia is going to get a lot more powerful because they'll get their first Commandant General, and that's going to be a real pain to have to defeat. Remember, if I take a city with a wonder, all of my troops heal. There's a wonder being built in Caracas, which is cool, and Bogota is getting... oh, it already has a wonder. I think we're going to have to take this city-state. Unbelievably, that's going to have to be our urgent and next target. I only actually have 2 remaining units from this city-state. This one, which I did annoyingly upgrade, so I'll have to sort of move that one away, and then this archer, but I'm not really worried about the archer. But I think if I take that city-state now, we will be able to hold on loyalty-wise to the rest of the area. So, this feels like such a bad idea, but I want to. I feel like this is needed. We need to take the element of surprise here. I'm going to declare war. Yeah. Oh no, there were a couple of extra troops. There is like a warrior and a horseman, but I mean, honestly, we've got reinforcements. It feels like a really strange move, but I've got the units here and I need to just press my advantage whilst I can. What can I say? They were in the way. They were in the way. So I'm going to get a little bit of a counterattack from their units. But look, I just about held on to all that stuff, which is good. It gave me more great general points. Boudica, I think actually, how many points am I away from her? 10 points. If I get 2 kills with my horses, then I will win that immediately. Not the priority for me. Not the priority for me. Let's make this melee attack and get the walls starting to chip down. I'm going to move my troops around, and I'm going to make sure that I heal by pillaging all of this land. And there's one of the kills. 5 general points. I don't know if I can get the other, annoyingly. Where are they going to move their troops? They're going to oh, they attacked that unit. That's good. That's really good for me. And yeah, Boudica. Perfect. So Gran Colombia is going to get a general. I wish I could have avoided that, but I think it would have been a tough ask to avoid that totally. So we'll just have to scratch that down as just one of those things. The walls are now, look at that, almost entirely down. That's much better. And I believe we can probably make an effort now at trying to just take the city-state by brute force. We've only got one turn left, unfortunately, on that city, but oh, it's going to be so close, but so far. Yeah, we're not going to be able to take the city this turn, but the walls are down. This will flip, so we'll have to move our units around to go and like make sure that we can take it back. But I think I think this will have worked out. We'll have solidified our loyalty base in that area, so that's good. Let's just make sure that we take all of the gubbins from this city-state, and then we'll take it. Lovely. Apprenticeship boosted. Looking good. Oh, this is a much better base for me now. Much better. Marauding is a fantastic promotion. I don't need to rush this now. I'm just going to actually let my units heal where they need to. Reinforcements are very much on the way. And yeah, I can just sort of move my troops around a little bit, heal up, do the best bits, and then go and take this city and then march on this 10 population city down south. I think we've got Gran Colombia on the ropes here. I'm liking this. I love it when you have one builder that's responsible for fixing everything. It's like, this whole city's burning. It's sort of my fault, but I need you to fix it. Thank you so much. Can I just, yeah, immediately take this city? That would be cool if I could just pick this up now. And I think loyalty-wise, we should be in a much better position. Nope, still rubbish. Occupation grievances with city founder. Okay, we need a governor here. Pingala is my only governor, and I really do not want to bring Pingala over. Oh, that is frustrating. I think there's only one thing we can do, and that is a Macedon charge. So we're just going to try and make our way to Gran Colombia and, yeah, destroy them before my gold runs out, which is always a little bit of a threat when you're playing this militarily heavy this early in the game. Oh, it's so painful. I am going to have to move Pingala out. Oh, keep the city. That's cost me so much culture and science. Yeah, I'll move him back in a bit, but like, ugh, never mind. 50 gold for peace. Nah. No. You're going to have to do better than that, my friend. Much better than that. So the first thing I need to investigate is whether or not they have crossbow defenses. If they've built a crossbow, and that crossbow is sat in one of their cities, and their walls have crossbow strength, we're going to be a little bit unhappy. That's not going to be a good thing. They have a lot of catapults. I'm hoping that's all it is. If all they have is catapults, I can take that. I can take that really well. That's fine with me. Looks like it may just be catapults, which is unbelievable, but I'll take. Let's see what they do. The city centre did 20-something damage to me. Yeah, that's quite tough. That is quite tough. Okay, we're going to find this one a difficult fight. We're going to have to keep producing units. We're going to have to keep sending them down. I've got catapults that are flooding in now, but they're quite far away from the front line, and my infrastructure kind of runs out. So, yeah, they're not getting down particularly quickly. Oh, yeah, they're still killing my units pretty hard. That was 2 of my horses. The horses don't have anywhere near as much range defense against the city centres, which is the problem here, but that's okay. We just want to focus on clearing the cities where we can, and I do now have a couple of units in range that can help with that. I'd love it if I could take that catapult out though. That's a bit unfortunate, but we'll do that attack. There we go, we've got 2 melee units in range now. Oh, and look, we can flatten the walls. That is lovely. Okay, the hip nests, the swordsmen are so much more powerful. They are so much more useful. Those are the units we're going to have to rely on, and luckily I have an absolute deluge of them on the way to the front line at the moment, so that's good. Actually, Chinguetti's got some decent production. 13 at the moment, but everything is not yet fixed. There's iron in this city. We're going to go and fix these ones. I can actually produce troops a lot quicker and closer to the front line than I thought. I'm going to rely on the swordsmen rather than the horses. I think that is definitely the route for me. The horses just die too easily. They really do. Oh no, not a flood on top of my units. These are my reinforcement units. That's not helpful at all. Look at this though. 1, 2, 3. We're surrounding it. Every unit I lose, Gran Colombia loses 2. So I am winning this fight. It's just a bit brutal. But we are winning it, and I can move that unit back. We're going to get the raid card very soon as well. That'll help. Lets me pillage more, get around. Again, I'm just throwing my troops forward. Oh, that was probably a really silly move because I've unlocked 2 encampment, this encampment that can now attack, but we're just going to have to keep going for it. Keep going for it. You never know. This is just a brutal assault, just all out, just attack, 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 attack. Oh, it survived. That's good. That absorbed all of those ranged attacks and survived, which is amazing. We can pillage and then give you barding to give you a bit of strength against that. That's wonderful. I love it. Where's this? So we'll pillage to get some health. We've got some levels here, actually, thinking about it, but is that a government plaza? Yes, it is. I don't think... Does that unlock a governor if I take over a government plaza and I haven't built one yet? Not sure about that, actually. That is a very valid question. I believe it... No, it's just been destroyed. Okay, fair play. So you don't take the government plaza, but that city's mine. It's going to rebel very quickly again. Oh, Pingala, I really need you back in my main city. But alas, it's not to be. But I'm charging straight on Bogota. I want to just keep attacking here. Tortoise, make that unit as difficult to kill as I can. We've got battering rams on the way. We've got my hypnists. They are... Yeah, the reinforcements are here. They're looking good. We have a strong army en route. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, I Am, Salty Tech, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Doughboy91, Sean Gratis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Amir EC, Henry, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boy Zorro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan. Thanks everyone!